Alaska's news source.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight at 5, a synagogue near Detroit was targeted in an attack today. Georgina Fernandez has been following our top story, and she joins us live from the newsroom with more. And Georgina, you spoke with a man today who said the attack hits close to home.
That's right, Ariane. We tracked down and talked to a man who lives in Washington, D.C., but grew up in West Bloomfield, Michigan, where the attack happened. He told us his best friend's pregnant sister with her child were in the synagogue when the car drove.
Can't say shocked. For a lot of American Jews at this point, you just sort of wait to hear until it happens in your own community. It's a massive community institution. Everybody knows about it. It's a beautiful place, literally, physically. And yeah, it's just devastating that so much ugliness, violence, and sadness can be directed at what is a house of worship, but also a preschool housing a bunch of little American Jewish boys and girls.
This all stemmed from what happened today. This was the scene after police say a man armed with a rifle rammed his vehicle into the Temple Israel Synagogue, one of the largest Reform synagogues in the country, during which security on site opened fire, fatally shooting the man. Everyone who was inside the synagogue is safe. We spoke with Jewish community leaders in Anchorage who called the attack devastating, and it's something their community is always worried about, and the reason they always have security at their buildings.
In all of the educational buildings in Anchorage, we have security, so we always have security measures for situations, and so we are not concerned.
I feel that our environment is very safe, and I feel that the best thing we can do is come together. And I also feel like the worst thing we can do is be too scared to come together, right? That's the folks who don't like us. That's them winning. If that's how we react to this.
And as of right now, investigations are ongoing, and we still have not learned the name of the driver of the vehicle or the motive behind the crash attack. Ariane.
Thanks, Georgina. In Capitol coverage tonight, Congressman Nick Begich delivered his annual address to the legislature earlier this week and told lawmakers to, quote, not be a roadblock for the proposed LNG pipeline. Now, those specific remarks are getting mixed reaction in Juneau. Political reporter Will Courtney and John Thompson, they take an in-depth dive into Begich's speech in today's political pipeline. It is available now on our free streaming apps, that is Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Turning now to weather, we are still in this cold pattern with what we have skies, though, to kind of balance it out. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry for the latest. And Melissa, this is not like this in March.
Yeah, normally by this time of year, we get into spring break, moving toward the second half of March, and we do expect those temperatures to not only be above zero, but to be of freezing in many places, but that is certainly not the case this year. 14 degrees from Anchorage to Palmer, 1 in Fairbanks, 20 in Juneau, but we are holding on to those blue skies, sunny conditions here across most of the state. The wind has been a concern, and that is contributing to a more dangerous wind chill. That is not as extreme tonight, though, as it was yesterday. But certainly, if you're headed out and about in Nome and Dead Horse and Fairbanks, really important that you're paying attention to both the temperature and the wind. Now, we do still have some light snow ongoing tonight in Ketchikan, even into tomorrow morning for Sitka and Petersburg. We do have those winter weather advisories in effect for the extreme southern areas of Southeast. Otherwise, holding on to clear, dry, just cold conditions and at times windy. You can see Seward seeing gusts of 36 miles per hour, 41 in Valdez. So looking ahead, the clear and cold, it is going to stick with us into the end of this week. That means back below zero overnight tonight here in Anchorage. Mostly sunny to start your Friday with those high temperatures getting back into the mid-teens in the afternoon. We do have chances for a few snow showers, Ariane, and slightly warmer temperatures. I'll have that next.
All right, thanks, Melissa. Well, an Anchorage man accused of murdering a fellow resident at an assisted living home in East Anchorage was in court today. As Lauren Maxwell tells us, 32-year-old Jonathan Larson was supposed to be arraigned, but he never entered a plea. Lauren.
Yeah, Jonathan Larson is accused of killing one man, and he's also charged with assaulting another at the assisted living facility where they all lived. Now, this is a facility that is described as a place for people with diminished mental capacity. And in fact, back in February, a judge ruled that Larson was not competent to stand trial for a period of at least 90 days. Even so, Larson was back in court today.
Mr. Larson has already been found to be not competent, so our position is that therefore he cannot plead today.
Larson wasn't in court very long, though. The judge agreed with his attorney to hold off on the arraignment until after his next competency hearing. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Larson is facing several charges, including second-degree murder. According to charging documents, police responded to the assisted living home in early February. That's where they found 41-year-old Nicholas Thorne lying in a bed with a severe head injury, and a bloody fire extinguisher was lying close by. Thorne was taken to the hospital, but he died about 2 weeks later. Investigators believe that Larson struck Thorne and that he was also responsible for an assault on another resident earlier that day. Now, according to the charging documents, a caretaker at the facility told police that Larson had been challenging other residents to fights, acting combative during that same time period. And he also said that when he didn't take his medications, it was very common for him to act so erratically. He does have another competency hearing scheduled, and that is supposed to take place on April 15th. Lauren Maxwell, Alaska's News Source.
Well, another case that we are following is the Dustin Ruckman trial, and today a jury has been selected. The 24-year-old was in court today, charged with 2 counts of criminally negligent homicide in the 2019 deaths of Unalaska teens Carly McDonald and Kiera Renteria Haste. Prosecutors say in May of 2019, Ruckman was driving when his pickup went off a road on Mount Ballyhoo and plunged about 900 feet down a cliff, killing the 2 passengers. Ruckman said that he was thrown from his vehicle as it went down. His defense has argued he may be civilly responsible as the driver, but not criminally negligent under Alaska law. Earlier this week, the parents of Kiera shared their feelings about returning to trial for a case that has stretched into its 7th year.
And we're very thankful that we're at least getting another chance to try it again.
And I know Carly and Kiera had touched a lot of people with their goodness, you know, that a lot of people that knew them to this day still long for them, still miss them.
Ruckman was first indicted in 2020, and the case is back in court after a 2024 trial ended in a mistrial when jurors couldn't reach a verdict. Opening arguments are set for tomorrow morning. And coming up at 5, wild and scary encounter for one musher along the Iditarod Trail. The incredible story of how Jody Potts Joseph managed to run off a bison that was trying to charge her and her dog team next.
It felt like nobody really cared.
Every kid out there should be able to see themselves as a hero.
Had you not seen our investigation, what would you have done?
Can someone lie?
Yes, absolutely.
How do you respond to that?
If this doesn't change, will people get hurt?
As we sit here today, no regrets.
He took his last breath in my arms.
This costed me my childhood.
I'm a part of a big, big project, and it feels amazing.
Honestly, it saved my life.
Looking for a media career with a digital-first edge? At Gray, engaging content is our passion, delivered across all platforms. Join us to create, inform, and entertain while building relationships and boosting local businesses. With over 100 locations nationwide, your journey can start anywhere. Embrace a culture of growth and innovation with Gray. Your future starts now. Visit grayishiring.com to apply today.
GMC dealer.
We're back here on your Thursday in Iditarod coverage where a terrifying close call on the trail for musher Jody Potts-Joseph and her dog team. She ran into a bison that she says tried to charge her and her team several times. Take a listen to her cell phone video recording. This was shortly after it happened.
My leaders were here and it kept charging, but it wouldn't actually touch my dogs, but it was head down, pawing, and then would charge and then would stop. I did that.
So she says she hid behind a tree and started throwing sticks at the bison. But here's the amazing part of what happens next. She remembered a story about her grandmother speaking in her native language to drive off a bear. So she did that very same thing with this bison.
And I always remember that story and my grandma and, you know, our people, like elders always say, like, that animals understand our native language. And so that was my last resort. So I just said, Antlachincha, Chichune, Huchina. And that bison, like, popped its head up and then just turned around and trotted on down the trail.
Just incredible. She says after the bison left, she waited for a little bit for it to get downhill, but eventually she and her team made it safely into McGrath. And there are still 33 mushers in the race. Most are on their way to Cripple, and the next checkpoint after that is Ruby. And while the Olympics are over, their impact still being felt in Fairbanks. 5 skiers who competed this year, they came through the UAF ski program, proving it is producing world-class athletes and that Fairbanks is a world-class training ground. Interim head coach Ben Buck says the program's focus on development combined with Fairbanks's harsh training conditions helped those athletes reach the sport's highest stage and now inspiring the next wave of skiers.
In Fairbanks, you know, oftentimes during the winter with the cold temperatures, the snow gets really slow and you have to work hard just to get anywhere. And so I think there's, you know, something to that where you kind of learn to work for it.
And whether we'll see another Fairbanks skier in the next Olympics is merely just a matter of time.
We hope so. Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at that 7-day forecast when we could see temperatures warming up, more snow on the way. Again, tonight, those temperatures dropping into the sub-zero levels again, mid-teens as we head into tomorrow afternoon. But with each day, we are still gaining that daylight. It's still another 5 to nearly 10 minutes of daylight that we are seeing out each day.
Aging Untold.
That's a hot button for me right there.
A new one-of-a-kind show that shines a light on the real issues of aging in America.
It's really about health span, not lifespan.
It's honest talk with real solutions, tools the whole family can use.
Whatever problem you're trying to solve it from a place of collaboration.
Aging isn't the end. It's a new chapter.
Isn't that the goal, just to age just as well as you can?
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
It felt like nobody really cared.
Every kid out there should be able to see themselves as a hero.
Had you not seen our investigation, what would you have done?
Could someone lie?
Yes, absolutely.
How do you respond to that?
If this doesn't change, will people get hurt? As we sit here today, no regrets.
He took his last breath in my arms.
This costed me my childhood.
I'm a part of a big project, and it feels amazing.
Honestly, it saved my life.
Looking for a media career with a digital-first edge? At Gray, engaging content is our passion, delivered across all platforms. Join us to create, inform, and entertain while building relationships and boosting local businesses. With over 100 locations nationwide, your journey can start anywhere. Embrace a culture of growth and innovation with Gray. Your future starts now. Visit grayishiring.com to apply today.
Hey, welcome back. We are watching those weather conditions along the trail, which this year has been colder than most, even by Iditarod standards, which is typically cold. You can see those temperatures. They have been, again, we've been talking about around 40 below along the trail. Wind chill values even down close to 60 below. Right now, the teams are in a relatively small stretch of the trail. Last musher there in McGrath, first musher making it into Cripple there today. And temperatures are slowly starting to warm for these teams. extremes, but you can see there out in McGrath today, dogs, they've got their coats on. They're taking in the sun, taking in a little rest before heading down the trail. And again, Cripple is about halfway along the trail. We are seeing temperatures there still well below zero, not 40 below though, only about 17 below tonight. A little bit more cloud cover helping to keep those temperatures up a little bit. The wind is calm and we are seeing high temperatures tomorrow, likely getting back up close to 8 degrees. We will see partly sunny conditions on this stretch of the trail tomorrow. And from this point in Cripple, 480 miles to Nome. It is in view. Again, we'll see how the weather changes. Right now, cold and dry for much of the trail so far. Temperatures dropping as low as 7 below in Anchorage, 40 below in Fairbanks. Again, also still seeing those temperatures well below zero all the way to the slope. KATH will be at 10 below, but warming up a little bit in Nome, making it to 3 degrees there this morning. Also 3 degrees was the low temperature in Juneau. Even though it is calm and clear, we do still have some pretty dynamic forces at play. This big area of high pressure still parked in the western Aleutians. That is what's helping to contribute to such calm conditions out west. But we do still have this area of low pressure in southeast. That is the reason. Then we still have snow showers ongoing near Ketchikan, and that's actually going to pick up as we head into this weekend. But in between the high and low pressure is where the wind is especially strong. It gets funneled and squeezed in those areas. And so that's why we're seeing such strong winds here through the eastern Aleutians into the Alaska Peninsula, all the way up through the Bering Strait region. Wind gusts to 47 miles per hour in Cape Lisburne today, up to 36 miles per hour in Seward. So not as extreme as what we saw yesterday, but with the temperatures as cold as they are, it doesn't take much wind to really make it feel even colder. That high pressure staying parked, that keeps western Alaska dry and clear into the weekend. But look at this area of low pressure spreading here across southeast. I mean, snow is on the way for you across the entire region of southeast by Sunday. And south central is going to be sitting just on the northern edge of this storm. So Prince William Sound over the weekend, seeing chances for some scattered snow showers, and we'll see just a chance, likely for really some flurries and a dusting here into Anchorage. But that snow will continue tonight into tomorrow morning for Sitka and Petersburg. Snow showers most of the day still in Ketchikan. We'll see cooler conditions in Juneau, 10 to start, but only 23 to finish there tomorrow afternoon. Into the interior, a little bit more cloud cover tomorrow. Temperatures not as cold. I do not expect 40 below tonight. Should only drop down to close to 30 below. And those high temperatures back above zero again tomorrow. We are seeing chances for some light snow in Ukiavik and in Wainwright. Out west, holding on to mostly sunny conditions, still below zero in Unalakleet and Galena, down to about 20 below. But temperatures back into the teens for many of you tomorrow. Light snow shower and in Alaska, and then across the Kenai Peninsula, we're holding on to sunshine, but that cold, it's still there. 20 below tonight in Soldotna. Breezy winds from Seward into Whittier. Still down to about 32 below tonight there in the Copper River Basin. We'll see 5 to about 15 below tonight in the valley, and for Anchorage, 5 below for the low temperature, 15 for the high temperature. Looking ahead, you can see that chance for a little light snow, just really a dusting on Sunday. Temperatures holding in those mid to upper teens for this next week. And for Fairbanks, temperatures are warming single digits during the day, 15 to 20 below overnight. Gets a little cooler again next week. It's pretty hard to shake this cold air now that it's here.
It is very odd too that we're going end of March, April, but still here we are. It's Alaska. Yeah. All right. Well, Krispy Kreme going full green for St. Patrick's Day, starting today through March 17th. You'll find a whole lineup of the festive donuts. That includes their green original glaze. You got a shooting shamrock and over the rainbow donut filled with cream. Plus, there's a plaid and sprinkled option if you just kind of want something fun and festive.
And also next week on March 16th and 17th, Wearing Green can get you a free green glazed donut, and a few thousand lucky customers will even score a dozen pass, which that means you can get a dozen donuts every month. Entire year.
So lot. I mean, they are yummy.
Green to regular.
Yeah, and I can attest to that. I've gone in. My daughter, she wore a little green shirt, and sure enough, she got a little green donut. Me. All right. Well, speaking of kiddos, still ahead. Some may be on spring break, but instead of vacation games, well, these kiddos are belting tunes and learning lines. We're going to take you inside ACT's Broadway Kids Camp, where the spotlight is on some young, talented performers.
Aging Untold.
That's a hot button for me right there.
A new one-of-a-kind show that shines a light on the real issues of aging in America.
It's really about health span, not lifespan.
It's honest talk with real solutions, tools the whole family can use.
Whatever problem you're trying to solve it from a place of collaboration.
Aging isn't the end. It's a new chapter.
Isn't that the goal, just to age just as well as you can?
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this book to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we can all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here. Immerse yourself in stunning video. Feel the power of movie theater quality sound and consistent volume across channels. Get the most out of live coverage with enhanced internet content. Next Gen TV, designed to be upgradable with the advancements of tomorrow. The future of television has arrived. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
It felt like nobody really cared.
Every kid out there should be able to see themselves as a hero.
Had you not seen our investigation, what would you have done?
Can someone lie?
Yes, absolutely.
How do you respond to that?
If this doesn't change, will people get hurt?
As we sit here today, no regrets.
He took his last breath in my arms.
This costed me my childhood.
I'm a part of a big, big project, and it feels amazing.
Honestly, it saved my life.
Everyone.
We're back here 21 minutes past the hour now to some spring break fun that doesn't involve sunscreen or snow gear. Instead of hitting the slopes or the beach, these kids are hitting their marks at Broadway Kids Camp. Danny Tompkins stepped into rehearsal for a behind-the-scenes look at some up-and-coming stars.
Behind this door, 25 young actors have been putting in 40 hours this week, perfecting a magical performance. Matt Fernandez is going to take us behind the scenes to see what's going on.
Here we go. Looks like they're taking a break right now. These are the Broadway kids. Say hi, Broadway kids.
The Anchorage Community Theater brought Broadway kids back after a nearly 20-year break. Fernandez says the idea was simple.
They sing it all the time, so why don't we put on a costume and actually perform these things? So this is the opportunity for them to get to do that.
25 kids, 5 days, 2 shows.
This is the stage that they'll be performing on.
All week long, they rotate between acting, singing, and learning choreography. 10-year-old Eli has been acting since he was 5.
It means that they understand my love for acting, and my family is very supportive of me.
First-timer Grace is already finding her favorite part.
I liked yesterday where we practiced putting on all makeup.
And Amelia, back for her second year, can hardly contain her excitement. And we even got a little sneak peek.
And they repeat it. It's so fun.
Fernandez says the program is about more than Broadway. The lessons these young performers are learning go far beyond the stage.
Teaches you how to work in a team, teaches you how to be responsible, teaches you how to commit to something and to keep your word.
For these kids, this performance is just the beginning. Danny Tompkins, Alaska's news source.
All right, full disclosure, one of those little performers, that is my daughter, Amelia. She did that camp last year, absolutely loved it. So you know where I'll be on Saturday. Those 2 performances will be at noon and 2 p.m. at ACT. As we go to break, let's show you our pick of the day. This comes from William Pete. This is a shot of the Kuskokwim Ice Road. And fun facts here, it stretches up to 355 miles and connects more than 17 villages. Thanks for the photo, William. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Looking for a media career with a digital-first edge? At Gray, engaging content is our passion, delivered across all platforms. Join us to create, inform, and entertain while building relationships and boosting local businesses. With over 100 locations nationwide, your journey can start anywhere. Embrace a culture of growth and innovation with Gray. Your future starts now. Visit grayishiring.com to apply today.
It felt like nobody really cared.
Every kid out there should be able to see themselves as a hero.
Had you not seen our investigation, what would you have done?
Can someone lie?
Yes, absolutely.
How do you respond to that?
If this doesn't change, will people get hurt?
As we sit here today, no regrets.
He took his last breath in my arms.
This costed me my childhood.
I'm a part of a big project, and it feels amazing.
Honestly, it saved my life.
Aging Untold.
That's a hot button for me right there.
A new one-of-a-kind show that shines a light on the real issues of aging in America.
It's really about health span, not lifespan.
It's honest talk with real solutions, tools the whole family can use.
Whatever problem you're trying to solve it from a place of collaboration.
Aging isn't the end. It's a new chapter.
Isn't that the goal, just to age just as well as you can?
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this book to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
Federal government.
I tell you, my sunglasses have been getting quite the usage.
Yes, I've been thinking I need to go shopping for new sunglasses. Yes, it is so sunny out there. You know, there's different versions of cold, right? There's cold, and there's kind of cold, and then there's really cold. Fairbanks has been really cold. In fact, this last 2-week stretch is one of the coldest that we have seen on record for this time of year. We are now in 4th place for the most amount of 40 below zero days in the winter season. So yeah, it has been extremely cold. But here's the good news. Those temperatures are not as cold as we head through this week.
Just means the summer's going to be dynamic. All right, have a good
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here. Immerse yourself in stunning video. Feel the power of movie theater quality sound and consistent volume across channels. Get the most out of live coverage with enhanced internet content. Next Gen TV, designed to be upgradable with the advancements of tomorrow. The future of television has arrived. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.